10 Cleanest Countries in the World 2021. Traveling to some of the magnificent places in the world is a life-changing experience. You exponentially expand your view of the world. A famous quote from St. Augustine of Hippo reads, "The world is a book and those who do not travel read only one page." More or less, you think you hardly have the time or the money, but the time is now. They say that money will come back, but time simply won't. However, the world consists of more than 180 countries, and it's not one to regret when you get there, right? Hence, the key is to narrow your choices. You can first check out which are the safest or the cleanest countries to visit. Based on the EPI index, let us take a look at the top 10 cleanest countries in the world and their various EPI rankings. But before we proceed, please do like and subscribe to our channel. Number 10. Finland. Finland is the third Scandinavian nation that made it in the latest ranking of the world's cleanest countries. It occupies the 10th spot with an EPI score of 78.64%. It is as well viewed to be amongst the most livable countries in the world. Finland is recognized for its excellent air quality. This country is known for its lofty forests and incredibly breathtaking natural landscapes. It produces minimal air pollution and utilizes environment-friendly energy resources. This could mean Finnish people will not easily be susceptible to illnesses that are associated with environmental risk. Additionally, the country's high level of cleanliness has contributed to its thriving tourism. Business Finland reported that Finland has marked a new record in tourism. It saw growth in the number of internal tourists, attracting 6.6 million in 2019. Number 9. Ireland. Ireland occupies the 9th spot in this list of top 10 cleanest countries in the world. It garnered an EPI score of 78.77, a tad bit higher than that of Finland. Dubbed as the Emerald Isle, Ireland is a majestic green country situated in northwest Europe. Apart from being one of the cleanest places on the planet, the country is also the 20th largest island in the world. It measures around 84,421 square kilometers of land. The country's capital city, Dublin, serves as home to 1.273 million people. Majority of the residents speak in English. However, the country's official language also includes Irish, which is the native tongue of families that live on the island for generations. The Republic of Ireland is renowned for having a vast number of castles. This mystical island also offers infinite and abundant places to visit. The most popular attractions for tourists include state museums, prehistoric heritage sites as well. In addition, there are a host of outdoor adventures to enjoy all throughout the country, such as horse riding, golf, sailing, and of course exploring its pristine islands. Number 8. Austria. Austria sits at 8th spot in the list of cleanest countries in the world in 2020. It has an API score of 78.97. Situated in Central Europe, it is a landlocked country with mountainous terrain. That is why it stays clean. More importantly, it is safe from oceanic waste that has raised a global concern at present. This wealthy country has vast and dense greenery. 2/3 of its entire area is blanketed by meadows and forests. It is also home to beautiful creamer waterfalls. As of 2020, this German-speaking country has a total population of 8.75 million people. They are typically conservative but friendly. Austrians have a high standard of living, given its consistently high per capita GDP of $49,436. Austria's neighboring countries include Slovenia, Italy, Switzerland, Liechtenstein, and Czech Republic. Austria has the magnificent Alps that is perfect for snow sports, such as alpine skiing and snowboarding. The country also boasts historical landmarks. In Vienna, you can find both the Wurstelprater, one of the world's oldest amusement parks, and the Tiergarten Schönbrunn, the oldest zoo in the world. Number 7. Luxembourg. Luxembourg ranks as the 7th cleanest country in the world with an API score of 79.12%. This small European country is surrounded by Belgium, France, and Germany. Luxembourg is a small country encompassing less than 1,650 square kilometers. This nation has a population of fewer than 600,000 people. Most parts of Luxembourg are rural. Northern part of the country has dense Ardennes forests and nature parks. The east part has narrow rocky valleys of Mulethal region, and the southeast part has the Moselle River Valley. In terms of its tourism, the vibrant Luxembourg city features the main points of interest and top tourist attractions in Luxembourg. UNESCO also has declared the city's old quarter as a World Heritage Site. Also, it is worth your while to discover several of the country's small towns. Old fortresses, mighty castles, and other picturesque backdrop make Luxembourg one of the top tourist destinations among world travelers. Number 6. United Kingdom. The United Kingdom makes it to the 2021 top 10 cleanest countries in the world. It sits at number 6 with a score of 79.89. The country has received perfect scores in drinking water and sanitation. It did excellent as well in 2 categories, such as marine protected areas and biome protection. The UK also has a high air quality index of 94.43. It also displays intense effort in protecting the environment, with a 96.69 score in biodiversity and habitat. The UK encompasses 4 countries: England, Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland. Relative to its size, the UK has a population of 63.1 million people. It is estimated that 8.1 million people live in London, UK's capital. The UK has reached the pinnacle of being one of the richest countries in the world. The great nation has a total GDP of $2,434 trillion. Its per capita GDP is $38,591. Their total nominal GDP is the 6th highest in the world. It ranks as the 3rd largest economy in Europe. There are infinite possibilities of things to see and do when you're in the UK. It has 28 World Heritage Sites that date back to the medieval period. These include Bath, Canterbury, and Chester. The 3,000-year-old Stonehenge that stands at Salisbury Plain is more ancient than Egypt's Great Pyramids. Number 5. Sweden. Sweden sits at 5th spot on the world's cleanest countries in 2021 with an API score of 80.51. Some may even argue that it should be crowned the cleanest country in the world. All Scandinavian countries have 3 common characteristics. They are clean, peaceful, and well-developed. Sweden is no different, as it has been consistently in the list of cleanest countries of the world over the years. This Nordic country has a population of only 9.1 million people. The Swedish government gives importance to keep a cleaner environment by increasing its greenery. The country has clean air and water, thousands of acres of preserved forest, and majestic lakes. It is also known for being a master in recycling, wherein it has set policies on recycling trash. The country even has the most efficient trash recycling system. It has to import trash from other countries to keep them functioning. Moreover, Sweden is the perfect choice for your next trip to Europe. It is one of the most beautiful places on earth you might get to visit one day. Sweden boasts of its garbage-free streets, minimal air pollution, and sanitary facilities wherever part of the country your feet will lead you to. It is even dubbed as Traveler's Paradise simply because of its rich history and diverse landscapes. If you're into outdoor adventure, Sweden is the go-to place. Number 4. Malta. Malta ranks 4th in the 2021 cleanest countries in the world with an API score of 80.90. The intensified efforts of the Maltese government to take care of the environment in recent years has paid off. It is now in the list of top 10 tidiest countries to visit. It does not mean that it is precisely spotless though, but most parts of the country have a high index of air quality and are kept clean. It is interesting to note that Malta neither has forests nor rivers across the country's 7 islands. It is mainly made of limestone and its hills stand less than 300 meters. The country's tourism is continuously thriving. It is among the most visited tourist destinations in Europe, thanks to its elaborate and pristine beaches. In fact, the peak beach season in Malta lasts on to the middle of the fall season. The Maltese islands, namely Malta, Gozo, and Comino, take pride of ancient history, proven by the ruins of the oldest existing edifices today. Among these 3 islands, Gozo is the most flourishing destination. Number 3. Denmark. Sitting at number 3 as the cleanest country in the world is Denmark, with an API score of 81.60. Apparently, this country in the Nordic region emphasizes the use of renewable energy. Denmark only has a population of 5,754,356 people. It is the southernmost part of other Scandinavian nations that include Finland, Norway, and Sweden. Denmark is not just one of the world's cleanest countries. The country also sits as number 2 in the list of happiest countries in the world, according to the survey by the Gallup World Poll. Interestingly, it appears that the Danes are arguably the most social people that walk on this planet. This is the very reason that explains their happiness. Another Nordic country, Norway, tops the list, while Switzerland ranks 3rd. Other than that, Denmark also holds another superlative. Statistics indicate that it is the least corrupt country in the world. Also, Denmark is top-rated tourist destination for travelers. You will find Europe's oldest functioning tower and observatory, Rundertan, here. Other best spots include the Tivoli Gardens, the second oldest amusement park in the world. Number 2. France. France ranks as the second cleanest country in the world with an API score of 83.95. Found in Western Europe, is the 3rd largest country on the continent. This rich country has a population of 62 million people. However, its large population does not have a negative impact on the cleanliness of the nation's environment. France gets to be among the world's most environment-friendly and tidiest countries. It received a high score on air quality, water sanitation, and fisheries. Despite the fact that France is industrialized, 79% of its electricity depends on nuclear energy. This makes France the largest consumer of nuclear power in the world. That is why it has a low score of carbon dioxide emissions. Moreover, France has a total nominal GDP of $2.61 trillion, with a per capita GDP of $41,141. Thus, France is indeed the wealthiest country in Europe and the world's 4th wealthiest nation. France is not just one of the cleanest nations, but is also the number 1 tourist destination in the world. Based on data gathered by the UN World Tourism Organization, it ranks 1st in the World Tourism Ranking. More than 83 million foreign tourists visit France each year. Number 1. Switzerland. Switzerland gets the crown as cleanest city in the world with an impressive API of 87.42. It is known for its thick forest, wildlife, as well as safe and clean water. This explains why it bested 179 countries in the aspect of cleanliness. This majestic nation is located in Western Europe, with Germany to the north, Italy to the south, France to the west, and Austria to the east. The country's population is estimated at 8 million people. They speak either one of the country's 4 main languages, that is German, French, Italian, and Romansh. Notably, this thriving nation has one of the incredibly lowest crime rates in the world among all developed countries. Also, the country has an ideal climate. Although it has 4 seasons, Switzerland's climate never gets too cold or too hot. Thus, it sees booming tourism all year round. Switzerland is also home to the world's most coveted luxury watches brands, such as Tag Heuer, Tissot, and Rolex. The Swiss are almost famous for their positively sinful, scrumptious chocolates. Switzerland is also known for its elaborate landscape and is one of the best tourist dreamlands too. This cleanest place on earth has more than 1,500 lakes, and each is less than 10 miles away from another. Thanks for watching. Please do not forget to subscribe to our channel so you won't miss any of our amazing content.